right, so welcome everybody online and here in person for Keliane's end of year presentation. So the way this is going to go is I'll be your timekeeper at about the 10-minute mark, definitely no later than the 15-minute mark. I'll just let you know if we're hitting about time. I will make some comments first and then open the floor to whomever else is here for questions and comments. We're recording this, so we'll provide the link to you. We kind of do it all at one time after all the presentations are done, and I'll manage the wait room. Okay, come on, tell us how your year went.
Good morning. My name is Keliane EOY, and this is my end of the year presentation for the 2024-2025 school year. So about me, as I said before, my name is Keliane EOY. I'm a psychology and medical humanities major with a minor in biology and a pre-medical concentration. I live in Round Rock, Texas, but I was raised in Maryland and born in Cameroon. Some hobbies, I really like to crochet and watch true crime, and I'm a freshman. Okay, so for the agenda for the presentation, I'm going to talk about the pillars, knowledge, leadership, and business, and how that kind of looked like for my school year, my future plans, and then how that kind of fits in with my SMART goals and a photo demo. Okay, so for the pillars, the first one is knowledge. Oh, the first one is knowledge, and this last semester I was actually in a research lab. I was in Dr. Camacho's research lab, so we were studying the glucose metabolism in the retinas of mice, and how that kind of develops in age-related macular degeneration. And it was really intriguing to me because growing up with my sister, she was diagnosed with juvenile macular degeneration, so it has the same prognosis, but not really the same development. And during the lab, I gained biosafety training. I worked in MATLAB, which can be seen in the top right corner. It's a coding software that you can use to make graphs and input your data so you can present it. And then I also became web trained in mice biomethodology and anesthesiology and euthanasia. And then I worked on retina dissections in mice. So we would, under a microscope, dissect the retina and go over it and kind of view the processes, the rods and the cones. And then also I had experience using an autoclave, which is a kind of like a big washing machine that's pressurized and very, very hot. And then also I'm a double major. So in the beginning of the year, I started off as a psychology and biology major. Early on, I found out it wasn't really for me because it just was not the path I wanted to go down. And I kind of strayed away from what I would usually do. Usually I would just stick with it because I've already told myself I was going to do it. But I realized that there was no point in being miserable in what you want to do, especially if you're going to be doing it for a long time. So I switched to medical humanities and I'm much happier, and it fits a lot more with my goals and what I want to do. And additionally, I made on the president's list for religion. And then for leadership, right now I'm in the process of obtaining my phlebotomy technician license. So I'm applying for the Black health professions, the HPO leadership next semester. I'm hoping to either be co-event coordinator or MAPS liaison. And then I'm also applying to get an SI tutor for the next semester in hopefully statistics. It was one of my favorite subjects, and I know it's either you love it or you hate it. So I would really love to make a lot more people love it or love it even more. And then okay. And then my future plans. Over the summer, I'm planning on taking 2 classes at Austin Community College, General Chemistry 2 with labs. So it'd be around 4 credits. This will allow me to apply to the Joint Admission Medical Program, or known as JAM, which opens in May, and it would really help me a lot with resources to apply to medical school, MCAT resources, and also internships. I'm also, I want to shadow a doctor at a local doctor's office back home, and also get my phlebotomy license. And then my SMART goals and how this fits with everything I've done this year. So one of my goals this year was to really reach out and branch out, which is not what I typically do. I'm really introverted. So I think I was really able to do that and build a community here at CSA, especially with my cohort and even beyond that. I also had academic goals. So I think I reached those a lot. But one thing I did want to work on was getting more involved in the community, which was hard this semester and last semester because it was a really new environment. So it was hard to kind of navigate that and all the changes. But I will definitely build upon that next year. And then upload it up in the school year. Everything that I did this school year, kind of outside of school. So like we're with the big little matching. We had kind of a Christmas party, this football game. I went to my first concert experience on the music festival. It's building time, and I feel like this photo really resonates like the community that I built here at UTSA and just the people here, and they're always going to show up for you and be there for you. And then one quote that I really took with like and resonated this year was, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams" by Eleanor Roosevelt. And I really resonated with this because, especially with imposter syndrome and just questioning like your dreams and if you can really make it, it really shows to me that if you don't believe in your dreams and your aspirations and where you want to go, then you'll truly never get there because you have to believe in yourself first.
Good job. Good job. Well, it sounds like you had an exciting year. I would like to really encourage you, as I do all first year students, to think about how much more you can be doing outside of the classroom. I love your lab involvement, and I was excited to see that. I knew you were working in that area kind of, but I wasn't really highly aware of what you were doing. But I would say for your own enjoyment, as well as for making you competitive for what you want to do in the future, that outside of class involvement is what will make all the difference for you. So I know the first year is always hard to get courses under your belt, and you always feel this immense pressure to make a 4.0, right? But what you're doing outside of the classroom is just really important, right? And maybe even important enough to take a B+ instead of an A. So good job, good job. And I hope you feel like you've had a good year, because it looks like you have. Thank you. Thoughts?
That's super cool stuff. It's awesome that you got involved in research so early. Has that been like, I don't know, I hear a lot of different things from people about if they like whether or not they enjoy research after trying it for the first time. Is that something you've been enjoying? Is it something you want to continue doing?
Not currently in it because it was a really big time commitment. I had to be there 16 hours at least a week. So, but I enjoyed a lot of aspects such as learning more information, especially since it is really like near and dear to my heart. But I don't think in the future, maybe I wouldn't do research on animals. It wasn't really like the euthanizing part wasn't really for me, but I really did like the learning more information, especially the coding part. I'm a pre-med, so I don't really do coding, but it was really cool to learn about it. So I think I would do it in the future, for sure.
You know, it's always good to even just be able to say you have those certifications and you've done the initial training, because it means you can kind of hop back in if you find an opportunity that might work for you. And it's great that you tried it and you can say, you know, it didn't work for me, and that's okay.
Right.
That's really good. For anyone else, anything from you, Fernando?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Huh?
Hi, Keliane. I'm sorry I couldn't be there today in person, but I'm here virtually in spirit. I just wanted to say I'm super proud of you. I remember when I first went to your um end of year, or I should say your graduation, your senior award ceremony. We were able to talk and I was able to meet your dad. It's been super cool to get to see, you progressively grow and do all these amazing things. I'm super excited to see what happens with your leadership position in the org, the Black Health Professions organization that you were talking about in your presentation. So super excited, kind of echo Christy's comments. Definitely find other ways to get, out of the classroom experiences, because things like JAMP, those are the things that, specifically if you want to go into the health professions, those are the things that they're going to be looking for. Right, not only is your academics great, but also, your involvement, your community service, your leadership. Those are all the things that they're going to be looking for. But again, super proud of you, super excited to see. It's crazy that this is the end of your freshman year. Super excited to see what sophomore year brings to you. But yeah, congratulations on a good year.
It goes fast, right? It goes so fast. Okay, well, we are off to the rest of our day. Our next presentation is at 12:30, and that'll be one of our Texas Leadership Scholars, Sophia. All right,
Thank you.
thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you so much.
Vision.
Thank you. Bye, have a good day.
Bye, good job.
See ya.